The fire service is very important to me in my life. My grandfather was a firefighter here in Lee Summit for 38 years. I was able to join the department. I had an uncle that was also on the department here. You see a lot of legacy in the fire service, and so as a result of my time in the fire service, my two sons have both joined the fire service. So it makes me very proud to see them follow in that legacy.
Many times we have quiet leaders and people behind the scenes. That is Dan Manley. Most of us are not aware of what his impact is in the community, and it's so strong.
You know, it's that he is always consistent. And so you get the same Dan Manley every single day, and that isn't a bad thing, you know, especially when you're talking about emergency response and emergency preparedness. You know, you need to have those people that are those pillars of calm and strength when you need them.
When you're there, you're working with Dan, you're on a project or whatever the situation was, you just have a sense of calm and things were going to be okay.
He is one of the friendliest people I know. Again, he's unflappable. His ability to synthesize all the information that comes out of some of these meetings and succinctly, report back that information in a way that people can understand it is it's unbelievable. There's just so many things that he's done that absolutely he is probably one of the most deserving people, I think, of this.
Yeah, so Assistant Chief Dan Manley has been an integral part with emergency services for a long time. You know, he has worked specifically as the Region A coordinator for major events. So whenever another department or city or agency around the state needs assistance, then they coordinate through him, and then he reaches out to the departments across the Kansas City metro area to see what resources were available to send. You know, either through the local level, through the state level, even at the national level. He's been involved with many agencies and has those relationships that extend that help support us to get the resources that we need.
I'll use the word humble. During COVID, we had vaccination events within Lee Summit. He was right there with all the other nurses and hospital representatives, medical representatives, conducting the vaccinations. And he treated everyone the same, very unassuming, wore a regular t-shirt. People didn't know what his role was in the community or within our fire department. So just a humble person that just shines by a simple conversation with him.
We were into our second phase of COVID-19, and we received a call one day that there were some extra PPE. We set up regional distributions with 3 of our school districts so that in the region, schools could go to those school districts to pick up their masks. And Dan coordinated all of that. And as a matter of fact, not only did he coordinate it, but I know he was very much involved in actually transporting the masks to those central locations. It was a true regional effort to try to get through this.
On a blue sky day, it's not a big deal, but when things happen, when the tornado in Andover, when Joplin happened, I know he was involved in Joplin, and I know as the Region A coordinator, it is so important to be able to identify and pull in the resources when they're needed. Without that trust and those relationships, it would be hard for us to, come up with the plans and everything that we need to do to make sure that as a region, we're coordinated in our efforts for whatever it is.
No community, if we're dealing with a significant crisis, can manage the event alone. Together, we're much stronger in being able to provide resources to meet the need. Mutual aid is something that is very common in emergency services, and it's how neighbor can help a neighbor in time of need. And so we've been very effective within our region and the state in sharing resources for a variety of crises and disasters that have occurred over the years. The work has been a passion of mine over the years. I've been influenced by so many great people here in the region. Fortunate in coming up through the fire service. Because of that, I've always had an interest in emergency services to expand my knowledge and learn about different ways that I could help our community and provide better service for people in need.